beautiful people. Um, I am in Central Park, just enjoying my day, enjoying my time. I did not expect to come on and do this video, um, but I was spending some time out here, and I am underneath this beautiful tree. There go Flo. We hanging out with Flo today. And I began to put on the song Yahweh. I forget the group that sings that, but I began to dance and my body began to flow. And, just in praising God, right? Like my movements are. What some would call prophetic movements, right? But for me, I don't think I've embraced that term yet. But for me, it's a freedom of myself, but it's also a way that I put God first, right? And then when I sat back down, I had a thought. I was like, self-love, as it relates to self-love, right? For those of you who do not know, I am building out my coaching program, building out my woman empowerment events, and self-love has been a hot topic, not just in my personal life, but in the lives of many people, right? Of many people. I did a mirror talk with somebody recently, and she was like, I've hear about these things, right? Like I hear about self-love, I hear about what are the right things to do, or et cetera, but I never do them. And I think that is what happens to a lot of people, right? We know the things that we are to do or should do for ourselves, yet we find it hard to get it done and to do it. And it's no judgment on anybody, because I think that's just part of being human. Like I've been there before, and I'm still there in certain areas of my life where I know I need to do better, but as life would have it, right, distractions come, insecurities compound, or you may not have the resources, whatever it is, whatever the I like to call them issues in a tissue is for you. But self-love, so this experience, it was just so beautiful. It was just the flow. It was so freeing, right? To dance outside. I never dance outside, right? Like I think I danced outside. Actually, I take that back. I think I danced outside like one time. It was to try out some flags, and because I like dancing with flags, but I don't have flags today. My body was just moving and flowing, and it was just so freeing, just to be able to do that, and just to be able to bless the people that were walking by. Some people were looking, some people passed by. I'm never the center stage kind of person, but I'm learning, who God is creating me to be. So anyway, my thought was, self-love is more about, it's not even about yourself, which is very interesting to me, because when we think about self-love, in even the word self, right, it's about you, right? But self-love is actually a selfless act. Self-love is actually a selfless act, or acts, or choices, experiences that you put yourself in, right, to benefit your well-being, but the purpose of the act is not solely for your well-being, right? Your purpose for your acts, I think that's a byproduct of you practicing self-love, and it's very necessary, right? Like it's necessary for thriving in life, right? We don't want to just survive, like we want to thrive. So when I think about the purpose of self-love, and the purpose really being about showing up the best version of yourself, right, as you're walking in purpose, and showing up the best version of yourself, and choosing to walk in purpose is really about service to somebody else. Like your purpose, your reason for creation is not even about you. Again, you get fulfillment, right, as a byproduct, right? Like you practicing self-love, my God, is the most amazing feeling as a byproduct, right? But you being of service to somebody else is the purpose of these things. And I think that, I know that this may sound different to a few people, right? Because we have a lot of folks who misunderstand what self-love is, right? But also, you know, we have our cancel culture, right? We have our culture where we're just like, it's all about ourselves, and it's okay to be selfish, you know, when indeed it's not. And so if you're using selfish in the context of it's okay to prioritize yourself, then okay, I could rock with you with that, right? But I would just remove that word altogether, right? Because when we're talking about love, love is not about the me first, right? When we're talking about love, love is not about the me first, which may sound contradicting to the self-love concept, but it's really not when you're understanding the purpose of it, right? I'm not talking about surface level conversations on self-love, right? I think that we've had enough videos, enough topics, like enough. I'm talking about the purpose of it, right? Like, let's get down to the core of things in life, so that we can change, transform, be better, do better, live greater, right? Live more abundant. Like, really go ahead and step into everything that God's created you to be. It's not even about you. Your self-love is not even about you. It's not even about you. Which is beautiful, and it's humbling. It's humbling. It's humbling. It's humbling to know that you just being you is a service to somebody else. Like, you ain't even gotta pretend to be nobody else. You just gotta be yourself, love yourself, discover yourself, explore, you know what I mean? Like, do the work. Do the emotional and mental wellness work. And in you just genuinely just being you, you're being a blessing to someone else. And I don't want you to confuse it with, you know, purposeful actions, right? Because you can just be like, well, I'm living my life however I live it, and you know, that's enough. And I believe God can use whatever situation that we're in, right? Whether you're maximizing your potential or not, right? Whether you're stepping into your 85% of spirituality, right? Which includes your mental, emotional, and spiritual, right? The things we can't see in life, excuse me. Or you're just simply focusing on your 15%, which is your physical, right? So God can use anything. So whatever it is you're focused on right now, in either case, this is not about whether what you're doing is enough, right? This is about there's so much more to you. There's so much more to you. There's so much more to that self-care. There's so much more to that self-love. There's so much more to that purpose. There's so much more. It's just so much more to life, y'all. So much more to life. So much more to life. I'm going to jump off this for now, but life is good. Life is good, and I want y'all to live it well, right? Live it well. Live it in abundance. Live it till its fullest, right? And living something or experiencing something to its fullest doesn't come simply by just feeling good, right? It comes when you put the intentional work in, right? I guess you can say fullest, meaning fullest to your capacity, right? But there's always more that you can do, right? And it's not that we live a life of just searching for the more, because acceptance, it's accepting where you are, but still understanding that there's more to you. There's more to you to be discovered. There's more to you to be lived. There's more to you to be in awe of, right? And when I mean more to you, I mean the yourself, but also the life that you live. So living your life well. All right, y'all. I'm sending y'all so much love and light. I'm gonna go ahead and keep on enjoying my beautiful day, right? And continue to dance to the beat of my own drum. Dance to the beat of my own drum. Yeah. Y'all have a blessed day. All right. Peace.